Splatoon 3. I assume we all love the game. Otherwise, why are you here? 4% of content? Get out of here, man. But that aside, I'm sure that we all have things about Splatoon 3 that we simply don't like. A couple of weeks ago, or months, or days, depending on when this video goes up, I made a community post where I asked you guys what you don't like about Splatoon 3. And just to make sure that we didn't get the same responses over and over again, I asked people not to mention stages. I got a few responses, so similar to B-Chickle's video, we're going to be looking at the things that you guys said that you disliked about the game. Now, without further ado, let's begin. Starting with a take from Ultra Zombie, who asked, how do we keep getting less and less kits in every goddamn season? Good question. I'm currently recording this video on the 13th of November, and I agree. I'm going to hope that this is because the development team is focusing their efforts on side order, so much that they don't have time to make new kits, but I mean, come on guys, where's my foil Flincer roller? Where's my Nautilus 79? When will the S-Blaster stop being held back by its garbage kit? Why did it take an entire year for the gold dynamo to drop despite having official art? Why can't I get a girlfriend? Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn off the microphone there. Anyways, yeah, the amount of kits we're getting is ridiculously lacking. I always hear Chara talking about how we should get some new weapon kits during the mid-season patches, and yeah, I agree. And remember, we're supposed to be getting third weapon kits, like the Kenta collection from Splatoon 2, and the Sheldon picks from Splatoon 1. Splatoon 3 has the option to give every single weapon a third kit, instead of just a popular few, but they probably won't. Anthony says, the 95 Anarchy stars available. I have them all, but I can't get the goddamn gold badge because Nintendo refuses to add extra Anarchy Gear. Straight facts, no printer. 1 year later and it's still not possible to get the gold Anarchy badge? Not to mention there's a bunch of Anarchy Gear still missing. Where the fuck are my Anarchy and Crow boots? Same thing with the red hula punk, the Anarchy red cuff, the trans right yellow cuff, and the rockin' leather jacket. Where are they? I don't see them!
I don't see them!
Oh, but you can forget about the prune parachute. That shit's ass.
What the fuck?
Okay, next up we have a double feature. Both Nintendo and Carve of the Viridian Forest brought house challenges suck. Honestly, I probably should have added this to a list of things not to bring up, because I've literally talked about this twice before. What more can be said? It's a great idea, held back by the fact that it lasts for 6 hours in the whole day. Just make it so the event lasts for the whole day, and also add challenges into the private battles. Then boom, problem is solved. Next! Marabou says, rank resets after the seasons. I'm probably just salty and need to get good, but because of them and the fact that I can't win the rank up battles consistently, I'm stuck in the limbo between B+ and A-, and it sucks. I too dislike the reset system. Actually, I dislike the ranking system as a whole. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like a lot of the ideas here, like how you're rewarded points on how well you performed instead of just being rewarded on your wins. I think that's a really great idea. I think my biggest issue with this ranking system is that you can't rank down. Even if you get hundreds of points into minus, you still don't rank down unless you really want to. Now listen Chief, I don't know about you, but I really don't think that the person in S+ with negative 500 points should be in S+. It's bad for the player and it's bad for the teammates. And as Marabou says, rank resets at the end of the month can be rather annoying. Like, I just want to chill in S+ playing Anarchy Open, but every 3 months I get knocked back down to S, and now I've got to get myself back up into S+. It's just a tiring process, you know. MKJB Lewis says, I despise rank up battles and the ranking system as a whole. Splatoon 2's was better. Okay, I just talked about my opinions on Splatoon 3 ranking system, and I obviously do think that I need some improvements. I do not for a second think that it's close to the awfulness of Splatoon 2's ranking system. The amount of trauma this image gives me, ugh. I will however say, the Splatoon 2 ranking system was much more unforgiving, which was better for weeding out the weaklings, so I do understand this perspective even if I don't agree with it. Shadow Flame says, skill-based matchmaking. I don't know enough about matchmaking to have an opinion on this, but I do know that Splatoon 1 isn't really that good. It's Sarah mentions challenges again, and then brings up how terrible spawning grounds in Marinas Bay are. Preach. These stages are awful. They never should have been brought back. Like, oh my days. I have a summer run stages video planned in the future, and hopefully I'll be able to go into more detail about this later. But all you need to know is, they suck. But some would make others worse. Pearl Plush says, obtaining Grisco badges. Okay, this is rather vague. I don't know exactly what Dr. PP's problem is with the badges. I can only assume that they're referring to how difficult some of them are to get. And if that's the case, I actually don't have a problem with this one. Let me explain. The entire idea of badges is that they're supposed to show how much you care about a certain thing in the game, and how much work you put into said thing. Take a look at my badges, for example. My 5-star Flimsy Roller. I worked for it and I'm proud of it. The 30-star Anarchy badge, because I'm motherfucking aggro Anarchy, bitch. And the Marie one because I love her. Basically, these badges are signs that you really like something in the game, and that you really want others to know that you love it. I like Summer Run a lot, but I personally would not spend all my time playing until I got to 999 EVP. I'm not built like that. But for those who are, they deserve a reward for that. And the gold badge is perfect in my opinion. So yeah, I'm perfectly fine with these badges being hard to get, because they're made for the devoted, those who really want it. Alright, one last one from Dr. Octopod, who says, no squid beats! The squid beats fandom is dying. Retweet if you're a real squid beater. Take care of yourselves.